to this computer. Over to you. Over to you, Vatiswa. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the invite. And I'm going to ask my colleagues, Uzodwa and Wuli, just to show their faces in the camera for the introductions, and then I'll hand over. My name is Vatiswa Kilivane, and I work in the recruitment team for ALX South Africa, the team that is responsible for doing sessions like this with you today. We also do in-person events. We go all over the Joburg, Tshwane, Limpopo, all over Gauteng and Gqeberha, PE, Western Cape, Cape Town. We go everywhere, just sharing the information about opportunities in upskilling in tech. And I'll hand over to Zodwa.
Hi everyone. My name is Zodwano. I also work for ALX under the recruitment department. I think Vati has summarized everything that we're doing as the recruitment team, but we're just basically on the ground, making sure that young people are getting the opportunities that they deserve. I'll hand over to Nombulelo.
Good evening, everybody. Apologies, I can't switch on my camera. There's a lot going on in my background. But hi, everybody. You'll see our gorgeous faces in the following slides. I am Nombulelo, like I said, and I am part of the recruitment team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. I will hand over to our speaker today to take over the panel, the presentation.
Okay, I think I can just start. Hi, Boli.
Hi, Zota.
Oh,
I'm willing to do the first part, and then I can hand over to you where I need assistance.
okay, no problem.
All right. Like we had introduced ourselves, hi. These are our lovely pictures. We are the ALX team, as you can see. So Vati had introduced herself, and then we have Zota, and I am Nombulelo that is speaking. We are the wonderful ALX recruitment facilitators today, here to give you just a deep dive presentation into our ALX programs and answer any questions that you may have. Trust and believe you are in the right hands. All right. All right, so on our agenda today, firstly, we will go through an introduction of who ALX is, what we do, and then we will just take you through our values and what we stand by. Then we will go through an overview of our programs and just touch base on the eligibility requirements and how we have grouped our program clusters. And then we will briefly just talk about our access fee that is required from you, and then end with a Q&A segment, allowing you to ask us any questions that you may have. All right. Feel free to just grab a notebook and let's start. All right. So at ALX, we are on a mission, right, to empower young Africans with skills that they need to thrive in the modern workplace. So our programs focus on job-ready training, meaning that you are not just learning theory, you are building real-world skills in high-demand fields that employers are actively hiring for, right? So through our partnership with MasterCard Foundation, we were able to offer these programs with no program fee, but just an annual a monthly access fee, removing one of the biggest barriers to access affordability, right? So this is a huge opportunity for everybody, all Africans, right? Especially if you're ready to take charge of your career path and break into a tech future career. All right. And then these are the chair values that I had spoken about. So at ALX, our journey isn't just about tech skills, it's about building character. So we live by these 5 core values, which we call our chair values. So first, we have courage. I like to say it's being brave and being able to face challenges head on. Then we have humility, adventure, be it embracing new experiences with curiosity, taking initiative. So we would want you to be able to take action, be proactive, and owning your journey. And then lastly, we have the chair value called resilience. So this would be you pushing through difficulties and bouncing back stronger. These values do shape not only how we learn, but how we lead in the world. So if you believe one of these values resonate with yourself, just pop it in the chats. We would love to hear from you. All right. So now I will be going through our programs. So at ALX, we offer a wide range of programs tailored to match your interest and career goals. So these programs are grouped in specific clusters to help you navigate and choose your ideal path, right? So firstly, we have career development. So this is just perfect for building your foundational skills and preparing for entry jobs in the digital world. So firstly, we have the AI Starter Kit program. Then we have AI Career Essentials. Then we have virtual assistants and professional foundations. And then going into the programming and web development cluster, this is for those who want to build, code, and create tech-driven solutions, right? So the programs that we have under this cluster, we have AWS Cloud Computing, then we have front-end web development, then we have back-end web development, and then we have Pro Dev front-end and Pro Dev back-end. All right. Moving on to our data cluster, this is ideal for individuals that are passionate about numbers, analytics, or insights, right? So over here, we have two programs under this cluster. We have the data science program, which is currently our longest program. Then we have not data analytics, we have data science, which is our longest program. And then we have data analytics. All right. And then in our business cluster, for those that are interested in the side of business but in tech, we have Salesforce administration. Then looking into our pathway program, this is a program on its own. This is a unique opportunity designed to connect you with top global universities. All right, and then moving on to our creative tech. These are our recent programs that we have recently introduced. We have Creative Tech. So these are programs that are tailored for creatives interested in digital arts, content creation, be it music production, graphic design, and AI for creatives. And then our last program cluster, we have Entrepreneurship. So you can either do the Freelancer Academy program or the Founders Academy program. In order for you to enroll for all these programs, there are few requirements. So firstly, you must be of African origin. You need to be 18 and above to be able to enroll for these programs. And you must have or have access to a laptop or a computer and strong internet connection in order for you to complete the program. These programs are more than just courses. They are stepping stones to real world opportunity in today's economy. Right. All right. So now I'll be just going into a deep dive of what each program is and what would it look like if just this is basically just an overview of what each program is. So like I had mentioned, our first cluster is career development the career development cluster. So under this category, we will start with the AI Starter Kit program. It is a 4-week program at no cost. You are not required to pay anything. In this program, you will learn how to use AI to enhance every aspect of your life, where you will develop critical thinking skills to navigate the real world with confidence. The AI Starter Kit program is for everyone. There are no prerequisites or previous experience needed. All right. I hope that is clear. Then one of my team members will be able to answer them as I go. All right, and then going into the virtual assistant program, it is a 2-month program that requires a 90 Rand access fee. So you will be paying 90 Rand for 2 months. In this program, you will gain the skills to become a virtual assistant and learn how to use workplace tools to support decision makers. You will also identify your personal strengths and areas of growth to create a plan to support your career. You will engage in career workshops to showcase your abilities. Sounds interesting, right? And then going on to our AI Career Essentials program, over here you will gain essential AI skills to take your career to the next level. You'll learn a collection of AI tools to leverage in the workplace. You'll also gain hands-on experience and create a professional toolkit once you have completed the program. This program is 6 weeks long to complete and requires you to just pay that 90 Rand once off fee. All right. And then our last program in career development, we have professional foundations. This is a 3 months program that requires you to pay 90 Rand for 3 months. All right. So this is essential professional development training needed for you to excel in today's workplace. There is peer-to-peer collaborative learning to support each other's growth and build your professional network. There are practical application of 8 key meta skills and learn to apply your skills in real world scenarios. All right. So before I move on, each program at ALX, besides virtual assistants and AI career essentials, will require you to start with the 3 months of professional foundations before you go into your tech specialization. Okay. Moving on, we will go into our programming and development cluster. In this cluster, we have AWS Cloud Computing. And this program is 10 months long to complete and requires the same all access 90 Rand per month, right? So over here, you will learn how to create and you will learn to navigate the creation and deployment of applications in AWS. There are real world preparation for a diverse global career in cloud-based role. And then upon completion, you'll receive a globally recognized AWS Cloud Practitioner and Solution Architect certificate from Amazon Web Services. Then when we look at our front-end web development cluster, this is an 8-month-long program to complete, requires the same 90 Rand all access fee, right? So over here, you will learn to code in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you will level up your web development skills. There is master responsive design, version context, and front-end frameworks where you will build a basic functional web application from the ground up. And after that, you will publish it on your own fully functional website on GitHub. Then when we look at our back-end web development cluster, over here, you will become a back-end pro and build powerful apps from the ground up. You will gain real-world experience with commonly used back-end languages like Python. You'll also learn how to build a basic functional web application from scratch. You will learn skills that expand your career options in tech and beyond. This program is also 8 months long to complete and requires the same 90 Rand per month. All right, and then looking into we're in the same cluster, right? Programming and web development. Now we are looking at our pro dev front-end developer. Over here, you will gain or get advanced skills in frameworks like React, Next.js, React Native, and TypeScript. You will gain hands-on experience building high-performance web and mobile applications, focusing on security and optimization. Once you've graduated, you will graduate with a standout portfolio of complex projects showcasing modern tools, API integration, and job-ready development expertise. So this program is also 8 months long to complete and requires the same 90 Rand. All right. It also applies to Pro Dev backend. It's also 8 months and requires the same 90 Rand all access fee. All right. So this program covers SQL, API development, microservices, and DevOps tools like Docker and Kubernetes. You will gain hands-on experience building scalable, secure applications, and you will graduate with a portfolio showcasing expertise in system architecture, database management, and modern back-end development practices, making you job ready for advanced technical roles. All right. I hope some of these interests are raising an eyebrow and you're wondering which of these programs you would like to apply for. All right, going into our next cluster, we have data. So we have the data science program first. Over here, you will learn database management with SQL, data visualization with Power BI, and how to program with Python. The last module is focused on cloud computing, where you can put your data science skills to the test. This program is developed in partnership with Explore AI for students interested in advancing their skills in data. This program is currently one of our longest programs at ALX. It is 16 months long to complete, but requires that 90 Rand all access fee. All right. Then going into data analytics, over here you will learn the basic of logic, design thinking, and problem solving. You will also learn how to analyze data in real world scenarios. There are career focused data training. There's real world applications of data analysis, where you will gain a basic understanding of how to explore, analyze, transform, and visualize the data. This program is also 8 months long to complete and requires the same 90 Rand all access fee. All right, and then going into our business cluster, right? So we have Salesforce administration. Over here, you will learn how to manage customer data with Salesforce. There are real world applications of Salesforce skills where you will learn how to navigate the CRM platform and model the data, where you will focus on practical applications of skills. There are important topics that include security, customizing dashboards, data management, and data analysis. Upon completion of this program, you'll receive 2 certificates, which is the Salesforce Associate Certificate and the Salesforce Administration Certificate. This program is 9 months long to complete and requires the same 90 Rand or access fee. All right. So all the programs that I've been going through, you will receive a globally recognized certificate. All right. And then introducing the ALX Pathway Program. All right. So, like I said, this program is for recent high school matriculants. So this is a 8 months intensive program for our high school matriculants, which is designed to unlock access to global partners, our global university partners, and scholarships. Right. This is a unique opportunity to access degree programs. It also requires the same 90 Rand all access fee. These are the university partners that I just spoken about. So once completed your pathway program, just imagine you gaining access to these universities and studying at the University of Macalester in USA, or going to Richfield Graduate Institute of Technology, or going to Code University of Applied Science in Berlin, which deals with strictly coding, right? The list goes on and on. All right, and then going into our creative tech cluster. Over here, firstly, we have music and audio production. This is a 7 month long program. Same thing applies, 90 Rand all access fee. All right. So over here, you will gain hands-on experience in audio production. You will learn about the realities of music business. You will learn recording, mixing, mastering, and sound design techniques. And then going into the content creation side of things, over here, you will learn master content creation across digital platforms, where you will produce high-quality visuals, videos, and audio, and capture, edit, and optimize these images and videos for digital platforms. And then looking into our next programming within creative tech, we have graphic design, where you will learn core design principles and visual storytelling. You'll also build a portfolio, develop a personal brand, and learn essential career skills. It's also 7 months long to complete. And then lastly, in our creative tech cluster, we have AI for creatives. Over here, you will learn how to enhance your creativity and productivity. We will also learn to prompt engineering. All right, so this program is also 7 months long to complete. Okay, then going into the entrepreneurship side of things, we have Founder Academy. So this is a 2 week, or you can select the 6 week long period. So you can either choose hybrid or online. This is an entrepreneurship program that helps founders to ideate, build, and launch their startups. So you can choose the 6 weeks for seasoned entrepreneurs, or the 2 weeks for seasoned entrepreneurs or the 6 weeks for aspiring founders. If you're not interested in the Founder Academy, we also have the Freelancer Academy. This is a 2-week online bootcamp for skilled talent where we will empower professionals to identify and monetize their freelancing skills. Right. So I've reached the end of just the overview of all our programs. I'll hand over to my fellow colleague Zotwa that will take us through the next segment of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nambulelo, for that thorough explanation on our programs. So what I'll be doing now is just going to be taking you through the admission process and how you can go about applying or signing up for our programs while we have our colleagues attend.
Sorry. Maybe can I ask people to ask the first speaker questions?
Okay, no problem.
And then the admission process will then follow.
Okay, no problem.
Guys, do you have any questions? And raise your hand if you have a question. I will unmute and then you can ask before we continue. Kule part yokuthi, how do we register with their services?
Bedul, I see people are actually typing in the chat some questions.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to join us on the floor and speak.
Unusual. But okay, if that's the case, then she can continue. We'll have the next process then if no one has a question.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe because maybe some people are on their phones, they can't see the chat.
Yeah.
Are there any questions, Tim, you think one or two that we want to grab and highlight and answer verbally for the rest of the rest of the group? I think the biggest question is going to be answered in the next segment with Uzodwa, which is the eligibility criteria. Who can apply? What is required? Zodwa is going to answer that in the next segment, but we have put some answers in the chat. You must be 18 years of age and above. You must be proudly African. That means you can be from anywhere in the continent, whether you are living in South Africa, as long as you are African. You must be able to access a computer or a laptop. You don't have to own it, but you must be able to access it. You must have reliable internet because these programs are online, you guys. And then you must just have grit, resilience, and commitment. That's all we need. And then, of course, you must be able to facilitate that 90 Rand a month access fee for the duration of the program that you choose. I think that's the biggest question that's coming through. And the question
Also
is it only, yeah, sorry, go
also
again.
to echo on the 90 Rand. To
Yes.
me, guys, when I saw this opportunity, I realized the 90 Rand is just for you to be committed, because if you give a person something for 8 months without them paying anything, they just
Free.
give up for nothing. So literally,
Yes.
this is actually it's a free course for you. The 90 Rand is just so that you can try to commit, just to get people committed, because other than that, you guys will start and just leave if it's for free. Ngiyanazi nina. Okay. I know
Yeah.
that.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, thank you for that. You've got it
Do we also
100%.
ask, is it only for people who have completed their matric? And
That is a
also for
very
the funders program, what is the difference between the 2 weeks and the 6-week funders program?
That is a very good question on the matriculation, people who have completed their matric. Look, no, the answer is no. All our programs, whether you have matric or not, you are able to participate, you are able to be accepted, and you are able to actually complete the programs and get your certification. And because it's in demand-led skills, and you were doing practical skills training, we have young people that only had matric. Some didn't get your bachelor pass, or and some didn't actually complete matric, that did these programs, and they are actually employed by very big companies, because companies are looking for skills, capability, willingness, and your soft skills, time management, critical thinking, communication, right? But while we say that, we are not taking people out of high school. You must complete your secondary education. You must finish matric. We are not advocating here for people not to complete matric, but we know that we all come from different backgrounds and circumstances. And for one reason or another, there are young people out there who are not able to complete matric, and literally there are no opportunities for them. And this is why our programs are open to anyone and everyone as long as you are 18. It's only the one program, our pathway program, which is the bridge to international universities. That program, you require matric. You actually require matric, and you will be asked for your matric certificate upon registration and completion. I don't know if that
Okay.
answers the question there.
It does. I noted your question, Samsung, about the dev. I also have questions. I saw a lot of interesting courses. Before I close this session, because we also have another session on how do we join their platform, or how to register in their system. For me, now I'm abusing my hosting seat. When I saw it, there's robotics going around. I know you say 18 years plus, but there are robotics now in high school and primary. What if I want my child to, get exposed to these things at high school level after school? They won't get access. They won't be admitted.
Hi, Mindul, is that a question for me?
Yes, for you guys. I
So the
noted your
question
hand,
is,
Wilson. Yes.
oh, sorry,
Oh,
team.
I can take that question, Vati.
Thank you, Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently, our requirements are requiring at least people to have 18 and above. We used to say you need to be between 18 and 34 because these programs were designed for people that are regarded as youth in South Africa or in Africa, right? But
Yeah.
when we were on the ground, we realized that there are people that are working and they are over 35, right? And they want these opportunities. And then we went back to the management and the people that are designing the curriculum. We told them that we know that the criteria is saying we should be 18 and between 18 and 34, but there are more people that need these opportunities on the ground. They are currently working and they want to upskill. What can be done? And then this year in January, we were excited when they say that, okay, actually, they want anyone who is above 18, right? So now it could be another kind of investigation and redesigning the programs that will be now for under 18s. But currently, at this point in time, we're operating with 18 and above.
Okay.
No,
Thank you
no,
very much.
not anyone younger than 18. Yes.
I saw Wilson raise his hand before I pass on. Wilson, do you still want to ask your question? You can unmute. Please unmute and ask.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. My question is okay, it was about that which you just covered now, 18 to 35, because the last time I checked, the entry into your programs was kept at 35. And then South Africa has a problem of unemployment. The unemployment rate is so high. So your causes, your programs, let's say, yes, I'm part of the program. Will I be able, upon graduation, to attract employers with your certificates. And then my second question has got to do with the coding courses. I just need clarity there, further clarity. You guys are saying that the pathway course, you have to do it if you want to gain access into your coding courses, or if you want to gain access into one of your international universities. Please give clarity in that regard.
Okay, I think I can take those two questions and then I'll allow my colleagues to add if I missed anything important, right? I will be honest with you, Mr. Ndlovu, to say we're not guaranteeing any jobs and we're not promising people internships or jobs upon graduation, right? But what we do, once you start our program, you form part of our ALEX community, right? It starts from being a learner, and then once you graduate, you complete your program. We support you throughout your learning journey, right? Because we are the recruitment team. There is a learning team that supports you during your program, when you're doing your program, when you're submitting your assignments, and when you're doing your projects. There is a team that is dedicated to support you. Then once you graduate or you complete your program, we don't just leave you hanging, right? Because we understand that you still need support and you're still part of the ALEX community. Now we have another part of ALEX community, which we call alumni community. So once you graduate now, you form part of our alumni community. There is a team that is dedicated to also support you as the alumni now. What do they do there? They do master classes. They support you with your CV revamp. They invite industry speakers, HR experts, and just doing job clinics where they assist you with your CV and how can you showcase your skills, how can you compile your portfolio. Because another thing that is important about ALEX is that we don't only promote theory. We want people to gain practical skills. When you're doing our program, you focus on theory, yes, and then we want you to test your skills, and then we want you to compile your portfolio so that once you complete the program, you are able to showcase your portfolio and not only say that I have graduated from AI Career Essentials, but you're not able to do the actual job, right? So that's what we do. And then on the pathway program, we're not saying that it gives you access to coding programs. I think you were correct when you were saying that it gives you access to global universities, right? So it's like doing a bridging course in our South African language. Let's say you want to apply at UJ and you don't qualify at UJ, right? Or the process is just too long. Now, to stand out from the competition, what you do 8-month program with ALEX, which is ALEX Pathway. And then once you complete that program, you get your certificate that you've done this program. This is the curriculum that you covered. And then now, when you're applying for global universities after you completed the program, you're actually standing high chances than anyone else who did not do the program, right? But I will allow Uvati to add if I missed anything.
I think Gugu is on standby Z to just jump in and add. Thanks.
All right, over to you, Google.
Hi, everyone. So I think the one thing that makes ALX so different is that we don't just do theory, we do the practical. So when you're applying for a job, they want to see that you can do what you say you can do. So what they emphasize is projects, projects, projects. You must have a portfolio, have projects that show you can do what you say you can do or what your certificate says you can do. So after you finish the program, you will have some projects that you would have done with ALX, but you don't just stop there. After you are done, you need to continue and enlarge, expand your portfolio, have more projects that you can actually provide to your employers and say, I've done this, I can do this. This is my project. This is what I've done with ALX. This is what I've done on my own. So that's the most important thing. Don't stop after you graduate. Continue building your portfolio and your projects.
Okay, thank you very much. I see we have more questions, but I'll allow the second presenter to go in and finish up the presentation. And you guys keep bringing your questions, or you'll also be allowed to ask questions at the end of the presentation.
Okay.
Please take.
Thank you so much. It's going to be a quick one. We don't want to bombard them with a lot of information. We just want to introduce and then they can process everything and ask all their questions. So now talking about the admission process, how do we sign up? So first thing that you need to do is to create an account via ALX website where you need to enter your details, name, surname, email address, country of origin and city of origin, right? And when you're creating your account, please make sure that you put in the correct email address and all the correct details, because at some point you'll have to confirm your email address. If you don't confirm your email address within 24 hours or within a day, your account is going to get locked. Why email address is important? ALX does not have student numbers, so they use your email address as your unique thingy to identify you as their learner, right? And then once you create a profile, don't think that after creating a profile, you're done. No, you just created a profile. Now your profile exists. You need to start the actual application. It takes about 10 minutes. Make sure that you have a stable internet. And then you just answer a few questions that one, check your eligibility. Are you eligible for our programs? And then they'll be just asking you a few questions. It's very easy. It's not complicated. And then once you complete your application now, they want you to confirm your enrollment. So don't think that after completing an application, you're done. You need to confirm your enrollment. And how do you do that? It's like paying a registration fee in a South African university, and then you will be an enrolled learner. So if you're choosing a program where there is an access fee of 90 rands, you need to make sure that you make that payment, first payment, and then that payment confirms your enrollment. But if you're choosing to do a free program, which is AI Starter Kit, then once you complete your application, you are enrolled. You don't need to confirm. Can we go to the next slide? And then, so we, as I think Ubuli mentioned, in almost all our programs, we have what we call an access fee, which is 90 Rand a month, depending on how long is your program. If you're doing a program for 2 months, it means that you pay 90 Rand for 2 months. If you're doing program for 16 months, which is our longest program, it means that you will pay 90 Rand for 16 months. And then when do you pay? How do you pay? All that process is available, and they make sure that they email you the link, which we call eHub, and then you just log in, make your payment, and then they remind you when your second payment is due so that you can always be on track, right? Next slide, Budi. This is what I was talking about. This is our eHub where you are required to make a payment. So we were saying it's 90 Rand because it is in dollars and it's $5. So it ranges between 90 Rand to 99 rands, right? So when you're making your payment, you can either choose to pay for 1 month, or you can choose to pay for multiple months. Let's say you're doing a program for 5 months. It's up to you to click pay for 1 month. It means that you will only pay 90 Rand, and then next month you're paying 90 Rand again. But if you choose to pay for multiple months, it means that you have to pay, you have to click plus on the site, and then you choose how many months are you paying for. Then you'll be covered for those certain number of months. And then once that ends, you'll have to pay again until you complete your program. Remember, it's only 90 Rand a month. Yes, next slide, Bully. Yeah, now I think we'll just be showing you guys how our community is looking like and the beautiful space that we're operating in, based in Bloemfontein and in Sophia Town, Johannesburg. If you are around and you're closer, you're welcome to join us. Forgive us, I think Willie did not share with the sound, so let's just see the space even if there is no sound.
Apologies, my network is a bit delayed. I'm trying. Let's
That's
see.
fine. Yeah, we can just play the video even
You
if
can
there is no sound.
also share the link with me. I can try to play it from my side. But in the meantime, maybe you can show the screen with the QR code for those who are using laptops to start giving their feedback on this session. And guys, you can ask questions, I think.
Mhm.
If you have any questions,
Link has been
just
posted.
raise your hand and ask.
Yeah. The link for the video is on the chat, Pendulum.
Oh, okay, 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 I see. Okay, I see. Tobile, you have a question. Please unmute and go ahead.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening, guys. Uh, I have a question. I don't know if it was asked or maybe it was answered, but yeah, I'll just ask either way. So our host mentioned in her opening, Hori, a lot of South African youth, they are unemployable in as much as you try to give them their CVs and try to help them with regards to job opportunities and whatsoever. Their CVs are dry, right? And also, there's another guy here who also raised an important point to say that South Africa is facing a very high rate of unemployment. Say now, I'm interested in the program. Yeah, what's that? The sorry, I want to check on my screenshot. The visual assistant. I joined the program and I completed, right? And I graduate. My question and my concern is that after having completed and graduated, how do I then know, or rather, how am I guaranteed that you guys are gonna help me? Like you're gonna walk with me from my graduation up until the you place me somewhere for a job opportunity, because I believe at the end of the day, after completing these courses, somewhere somehow I must be employed and focus the percentage of unemployment in our country. So yeah, I don't know if my question is clear. That was my question.
Okay, I think your question was
Yeah.
here. Batiswa, who's going?
I would like to take a stab at it, Bendulo, if it's fine. Tobile, hi. We did touch on this, but I think I do need to, and thank you for your question, by the way. We did touch on it. You probably missed it, but a very important question. I think it's important for us to put things into context and to be realistic about some of the things and the way they happen. There is not a single education institution in the country that guarantees anyone employment once they graduate. What ALX does, and you probably missed it, and it's good that you asked so we can reiterate it again. Like your traditional institutions will have alumni communities and career services offices. TUT has, UJ has, University of Pretoria has, and in those offices, it's where they help their graduates with professional development and putting them in front of potential employers. We do that as well. We've got the recruitment team, which is us on this call. We've got the learning team that walks with you while you are busy with your program, mentors you, tutors you, peer-to-peer workshops, all of that, so that you can pass and graduate. After you graduate, we've got the alumni team that does all of the professional development workshops, CV writing, CV revamp, interviewing skills. We even go as far as going to the corporates and asking them if they've got any internships, freelance, contract, or permanent work, right? And we partner with those corporates that are looking for junior tech talent, right? And then we offer these opportunities to our alumni. But you can take a horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink water. You can't. We find that young people are expecting to be given an opportunity and a job. Even when you have a certificate, whether it's a diploma or a certificate of completion or recognition, or it's an actual degree. You have to do the work every day to get up and go into an internet cafe and find opportunities with their employment. You have to attend sessions like today and other sessions Umbendulo has probably given you guys. So the fact that you are here today, there are people who have degrees, Tobile, who have degrees unemployed sitting at home, who are doing an ALX data analytics program because they feel like their CV is dry and it's stale and it's not relevant to the skills that are needed by employers today, right? So we do not use the word guarantee employment, but we do use the wording walk the journey with you in your professional development. But we are walking with you. You need to be there to work with us, right? So when there are workshops and masterclasses, you have to RSVP, you have to attend. When there are workshops at the hub, or when we say we are inviting people to go to Transnet offices, to go to Onico Tech Marketing Agency, because you are going to learn what's happening there, how are tech professionals working, because you know what I mean? So you have to be curious, you have to be eager, and you have to wake up and go to the things, because your next opportunity might be waiting for you from a person that you will meet at that event, whether it's an online event or an in-person event. I cannot stress that enough. I don't know if that answers your question, Sissy, but we really have to be unapologetic about wanting opportunities, guys, and we have to behave as though no one is here to save us. We need to save ourselves. We need to jump at every single thing that is. Sometimes you will attend a webinar for an hour and you're like, actually, there was nothing for me there. But what if there was something and you just didn't attend? What if there was something and there might not have been something for you, but there might have been something for your sister, your cousin, your niece, your neighbor? Do you know what I mean? That we have to curious mind, that hungry mind that says, I'm unemployed, I want to upskill, and I want that next opportunity. And Tinage, up at ALX, we will work that journey with you, and you just need to be engaged and active.
All right.
In
No, you've answered my question, Sis Patricia. Thank you so much.
Sure, no problem, sis.
Thank you so much. I think I'll stop the recording now, but I'm opening the platform for more questions. And to echo what okay, there's still the slide. So you can scan. To echo what Mrs. Batista was saying, guys, when I invited them here, there's no institute, even the government will never give you a job. Even if you can graduate as a doctor, you will not find a job waiting for you at the door. You need to knock. Meaning, when I see this presentation, I'm even thinking business. Nowadays you have to use your skills and sell your skills yourself. I saw there's something on Dev, my website. They are remote work. Those remote work, they want such certificates. If I have the development, I'll do it for my company. I can also charge someone else to do it. I saw there's a career AI tool, what. I want to do that because I'll come back and charge you guys for the CV and the development, and I'll have the money. There's no time to wait for employment, but also while looking for employment, you want to empower yourself. So I don't know if we still have more questions. Okay, Wilson has a question. Please, unmute and ask your question. Is it a previous hand?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to now I know, I just after what you guys have said, at least I have an understanding, and I want
Please
to
mute.
I'm interested.
Yes.
I'm interested
Continue.
in the one of the coding programs. I see there are more than one, but I also noticed that the data one, or data analytics, I stand corrected, has already closed. So please touch on you've mentioned, I think I saw somewhere where you mentioned that if a program is closed, maybe for, I don't know, maybe for this year, will it for example, data analytics is closed. So will it open again this year, or maybe future candidates have to wait until next year? And then the other programs for coding, when will they close? Will they close maybe after within this first half of the year or second half of the year? Thank you.
Hi, sorry, was that Wilson?
Yes.
Wilson, please, team, correct me if I'm wrong. There's so many programs, so many different dates. The programming programs, okay, that's a lot of programming there, but you know what I mean. The programming programs, the application deadline is on the 28th of April, Buduam. So you've got 2 weeks or somewhere there. Then we start, the program starts on the 5th of May. I don't know if that makes sense. So that would include, and I'm going to quickly name them. I know we're running out of time. So those would include front-end web development, back-end web development, AWS cloud computing, pro dev and pro dev front end and back end. If I am wrong, team, please do correct me, but I am actually on our website as we speak, and I am confirming what I'm giving you. So I think I am correct. So that's the 28th of April. They close. The programs start on the 5th of May. Then the data programs, there were quite a lot of questions about the data programs as well, which is data analytics. And then I'm going to go confirm that data science as well. Also, they close on the 28th. Let's just confirm data science. Yes, 28th of April, they close, and they also start, meaning you start learning and onboarding on the 5th of May. So I hope so all the programming and development data programs, applications are open right now as we speak. They close on the 28th, so you've got 2 weeks, and then you will start learning on the 5th of May. Okay. I hope that
Okay.
makes sense.
You also have a hand up from Mashudu. Mashudu, right? Please unmute and ask your question. Is he still here? Hand down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys, for the wonderful presentation. I'm one of your students at ALX, and I can confirm that it's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful platform, and the environment there is very nice. I just want to find out, for those of us who are unfortunately approaching 40, what are the what are the chances, how is it looking for us to be getting jobs and stuff, or must we just focus on just the thingy, the freelancer option?
Which program are you doing, Budi? And thank you for being a quick testimonial. We promised we didn't ask him to join. We didn't even know he was here as an ALX learner. We didn't rent a crowd. Which program are you doing?
I've enrolled for the back end, the normal one, the back end web development. Yes.
Back end web development.
Yes.
Somi, do you want to come in and just maybe chat to Shudu around some of the skills and learnings and maybe opportunities? I think the quick answer to what you're asking is what I've just shared, that we as ALX it would be a disservice to you guys if we said after you complete you will immediately get a job. We we can't say that because we can't guarantee jobs, but we can guarantee you is that the programs that we offer are based on industry research, right? Where the program design and learning team and our executive team went and asked, and they did market research looking at what are businesses and governments actually looking at right now in terms of skills. And everyone is automating, everyone is working with data and doing data analysis and analytics. Everyone needs data needs an analysis of data to make data informed decisions in the workplace. So all of these programs are actually designed and informed by industry trends in terms of what are the big moves, what are the needs of corporates and governments across the globe, but also because now you are not only a programmer or a developer or a coder that is skilled, you also proficient in IT, right? You can work remotely. You can work for AWS, Amazon, Google, Meta. Some of our graduates are actually working not in big numbers, but there is proof in the pudding that you can actually, once you have these skills, if you apply yourself and do continuous learning, do the networking and be curious and be where people are that are doing these things, you will get employment. But we cannot guarantee that. We cannot say we can guarantee that, but we can tell you, trust that the programs we are offering are led by demand because we did our market research.
Thank you, Vatiswa. Okay, to the older you, Mashudu, I will answer on the part of will I get employment? And I'll say yes. I'm glad you touched something on remote work, which is really emerging hugely. So you might not work la South Africa because but tend to prioritize youth. 30, or once you're above 35, you feel like you are no longer employable. But the online remote work, if you were here in the previous session, that girl was teaching us how she joined the remote work. When we are sleeping, she's working and she's earning money in US dollars. And I also shared another recruitment agency which is specializing in remote work. So you can get a job anywhere across the world as long as you have a laptop and a Wi-Fi, especially because you're doing dev, and dev is one of those things that are really in demand now for remote work. They don't want to see you at the office. They just want to make sure that their website is proper. So there are opportunities for you for that. You just need to know the right platform. You need to register with the right recruitment agencies. You need to improve your LinkedIn profile, and you will find employment for what you're doing. Do we have
I'm
any
sorry.
other questions?
Sorry,
Yes.
can I chip in? Somila here from ALX. This might be my first time speaking. Work
Okay.
closely with Vati and Zodwa. I just want to emphasize and touch on what Zodwa and Ugugu said. Those are.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Eh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what you guys say, basically, you summed it up, everything I wanted to say, because Vati wanted me to chip in. But the most important thing there, it doesn't matter your age, because remember, companies don't want to train, because once you train somebody, it takes time and money. No, in the tech world, companies don't want to waste time and money. They want proficiency, efficiency, and productivity. So if you know the skill, you have we put emphasis on portfolio. So that means you can do the work. Instead of just saying that I have a qualification in this specific field, you actually know how to do the job. Because nowadays, especially in the tech world, they don't only do interview by asking what tell me about yourself. There's a technical expert or aspect of the interview whereby you say, okay, I'm a web developer. They say, build me a landing page within 30 minutes. You should be able to do that. within the interview. So if you're able to do that, you can showcase your skills, and your portfolio showcases some of the projects that you have worked on. You are most likely be employed. And remember, South Africa is one of the biggest exporters of remote work nowadays. Like Sisi just said right now, you get paid in US dollars. Remember, entry-level jobs in USA, I'll make an example, software engineer in USA, you get 10,000 US dollars, which is more than times 18, which is about 200,000. But they know in South Africa, if I get someone from South Africa doing it remotely, I'll pay that person 3,000, which is about 60,000. We jump for that money because we know entry level, 15, 20, we're happy for that amount of money. So that's why we are the biggest exporters. Hence, about AWS, about Google, they're building their regional hubs in Africa. If you know right now, AWS as a regional hub in Cape Town, and companies are coming to South Africa to build their regional hubs and exporting jobs or workers from the South African market. So even if you whichever age you are at, as long as you're more than capable of showcasing your skills and you have a proven track record of projects that you have worked on and you can showcase your skills, then you are highly employable. Okay, that's all I wanted to say, Sisi. Sorry for cutting you.
Hey, thank you so much. I'll stop my recording here because I don't want it to be too long. Guys, please, when I share this on YouTube, please go and like and comment to button support the algorithm. And those who are asking about last week remote masterclass, it is also in the YouTube playlist.